Welcome to City Insider. This is the YouTube channel that will bring Man City fans the latest news of the club in our hearts. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications to support me. Ex-Man City star David Silva, set to retire after brutal injury blow ends career. Four-time Premier League winner David Silva looks set to retire after suffering from a heartbreaking knee injury. The former Manchester City star was confirmed to have sustained an injury in training and underwent further tests. A statement from the Spanish side read, "David Silva had to leave yesterday's training session due to discomfort in his left knee. In the imaging tests performed, an anterior cruciate ligament injury was observed. At this moment it is pending to be evaluated by a specialist, something that will take place next week. It appears that the injury is worse than first feared and it could potentially bring an end to his career. He is not expected to play a role in the upcoming season." Meanwhile, it is reported by El Larguero that he will make an announcement on his retirement imminently. It is suggested that he feels he will not recover in time to make a return to the pitch. Silva, now 37, has spent the last 3 seasons back in his homeland with Real Sociedad after bidding farewell to Manchester City. The 125-capped Spanish international represented City on 436 occasions, winning 13 major trophies, before he brought to an end his stint at the Etihad Stadium. He also won the World Cup and 2 European Championships during his time with the Spanish national team. The only thing missing from his trophy cabinet is the Champions League. Speaking about that fact, current Man City boss Pep Guardiola previously hailed Silva as one of the best players he'd trained. Talking in October 2018, he said, "I think everyone deserves to win it. The Champions League, he won the World Cup, and Euros. He wants to win it, but you don't just win with desire. He's one of the best players I've trained. I've had a lot at Barca and Bayern, but he's on that list. I love players who make a step forward in the bad moments and say, 'Okay, I'm here, guys.'" Since leaving the Etihad Stadium, Silva has gone on to make nearly 100 appearances for Real Sociedad. He has played a key role in a number of impressive La Liga finishes over the past few seasons, Imanol Alguasil's side finishing 4th and securing a spot in the Champions League last term. Taking to social media after his City exit was made official, the midfielder wrote, "The time has arrived. 10 years and 13 titles later, it's time for me to say goodbye to the club that has left an indelible mark on my life and career. I look back and it's clear I could not have made a better decision than to accept City's proposal to join their project back in 2010. Liverpool, Manchester City, Manchester United vying for Joshua Kimmich. According to a report from Fitches, Liverpool, Manchester City, and Manchester United are keen on signing Joshua Kimmich. But Bayern Munich might not entertain any offers for the 28-year-old German international this summer. Kimmich was also linked with Barcelona recently. The player has established himself as a key figure for Bayern Munich, and he could prove to be a quality acquisition for all 3 clubs. Liverpool will have to find a quality defensive midfielder if they end up selling Fabinho, and Kimmich would certainly improve them. Meanwhile, Manchester City need to add more depth to their midfield after the departure of Ilkay Gundogan, and recent reports have heavily linked them with the Bayern Munich midfielder. As far as Manchester United are concerned, the likes of Fred and Scott McTominay could leave the club this summer. Kimmich would be a useful acquisition for all 3 clubs, and it remains to be seen whether they decide to submit an official proposal to sign the player. The 28-year-old has proven himself in the Bundesliga, and he could be open to a new challenge at this stage of his career. He has already won multiple trophies with the German club, and the opportunity to perform in the Premier League could be an attractive option for him. Manchester City won the treble last season, and they have a proven record of winning trophies consistently. The opportunity to play for them under Pep Guardiola could prove to be hard to turn down. Kimmich has worked under the Spanish manager during their time together at Bayern Munich. Similarly, Jurgen Klopp is one of the best managers of the modern era, and the opportunity to play under his compatriot could also be an exciting opportunity. The 28-year-old can operate as the right back as well, and his versatility will be an added bonus for all 3 clubs. Man City urge Barcelona. PSG target to make a decision soon. FC Barcelona boast one of the most complete midfield departments in Europe, as the recent acquisition of Ilkay Gundogan has been labelled as one of the most remarkable signings this summer, especially considering he arrived as a free agent. However, Barcelona appears interested in bolstering their midfield even further. While the likes of Lo Celso have been linked, the ultimate goal for Xavi, and the board remains to obtain Bernardo Silva. Amid these ongoing rumours tying Bernardo to Barcelona, Sport has come out to report that Manchester City are keen to put an end to this constant speculation, as they would like more certainty over the Portuguese future. The English team is pressuring the Portuguese football player to make a decisive choice regarding his future. The citizens want to keep their jewel in midfield and are prepared to offer him a fair deal so that his continuity at the Etihad Stadium is not under threat. Still, for the time being, the renewal negotiations are at a standstill. Bernardo has previously stated that he would enjoy the opportunity to play for the Catalan Giants. And following Gundogan's signing, the motivation levels are likely to have risen. Even so, the club's fragile financial situation and Bernardo's high price tag present many roadblocks, owing to his lengthy contract that runs till June 30, 2025. The 28-year-old has a whopping market value of €80 million. If Barcelona have any chance of landing him, a big departure is almost necessary. Manchester City continue to fight for his progression and are prepared to put in efforts economically. Even so, the treble winners have never retained players past their will and are beginning to create urgency over his decision because they refuse to want to wait around to learn about his future goal. Barcelona understand the complications present but continue to cling to the possibility of obtaining Bernardo. Since City do not want to stall much longer, the Blaugranes will have to act soon. £15 million Man City player makes promise after treble-winning season. Manuel Akanji has made a promise to Manchester City supporters ahead of the new season. City enjoyed the most successful season in their history in 2022-23, as Pep Guardiola's side won a Premier League, FA Cup and Champions League treble. Having just won the treble, some City fans might be concerned about how Guardiola's players will approach the new campaign. But if what Akanji has said is anything to go by, they needn't be worried. The Swiss defender was arguably the bargain buy of last summer, playing a key part in City's success after arriving from Borussia Dortmund for just £14 million. Speaking to City's official website, he promised fans that despite enjoying a historic season last term, he and his teammates are ready to do it all again. We're going for all of them, available trophies. I'm ready to go. I've had a good summer, but now I'm happy to be back and to go again, Akanji said. Everyone dreamed of doing it, winning the Champions League, but to do it in the end was pretty special. In the beginning we knew we had made it, but the team didn't quite realize what we had done. Then in the summer we were all off and you're not with the team anymore. I met many of the guys in Ibiza and we had a good time. We all discussed and agreed that we had done something special this year. And that's the end of this video. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications to support me.